Hey there, it is time for Monday Crochet Business Chat. Hello, crochet CEOs. I'm so glad that you're here. It is time for us to talk about all things crochet business and how to move your business, whether you're a maker, a blogger, a designer, wherever you are in your business, to take you from overwhelmed and struggling to being able to create all of the profits you want when you want them. So I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Pam Grice, the Crochetpreneur, and I am on a mission to help 100,000 women build financial freedom through crochet. And I hope that that's you. And I'm so glad that you're here. So can you hear that? Kevin's watching a movie really loudly in the barn. Um, Before we get started, like this video so other people will know to come check it out. Subscribe so you don't miss anything, and be sure to click on that bell so that you'll get notified whenever I load up a new video. So it's the best for you. It's what's best for you. Subscribe, like, hit the bell. Anyway, okay, so I did all that weird YouTubey stuff that we have to do. Okay, so let's talk about what does it mean to have a successful crochet business, and is it possible for you to have your own successful crochet business? I asked the question when I posted this, hey, do you ever feel like successful crochet business is only for the big bloggers or only for the big designers, but maybe it's not in the cards for you? And so many people resonated with that. That made me sad because it's so possible. But let's just talk about kind of our own constructs we have around this term success, how we define success, how we might want to reframe it. I'm going to share a little bit about how I personally define success for me. And you can try that on and see if it fits for you, or something else might fit better. And then we'll talk about, is it possible for you in the first place? So I'm just going to walk through kind of the notes that I have taken. Basically, what I do before we have our video chats is I basically brain dump and I write little notes for myself. And so I'm just going to work through my brain dump. And when I'm done, I'll come back and check your questions. So don't go anywhere. I want to be able to check in with you after I'm finished, hear your ideas, and see what resonates, what doesn't resonate, and how I can help you. So first thing, so I looked up what is the dictionary definition of success. And I didn't really like this definition. So the dictionary said that success is attaining wealth, prosperity, and or fame. And I think so often that we look at this definition and then we look at our own circumstances and we say, well, I'm not there. And I think that really throughout life, no matter where you are in life, anybody could look at this, or the majority of people, the 99% of people could look at this and say, I'm not there. There could be people making hundreds of thousands of dollars who don't think they're making enough. There could be people with hundreds of thousands of followers who don't think they're famous enough, internet famous enough, or there could be stars that don't think they're famous enough because someone else is more famous than them or someone else has more money than them. And so when we define success by these kinds of tangible, concrete, but not really, they're abstract in a way. I don't know. I don't like this definition. So I'm going to share with you. I know better than Webster's, apparently. This is what I feel is a better definition of what success is. So success to me is the positive consequences of a particular individual's reaching of their goals and aspirations that align with their values and purpose. I know that's a mouthful, so I'm going to parse this out a little bit. So success isn't the accomplishing of things or the gathering of things or the collecting of things like money or followers. Success is what happens when you do those things or when you do other things that are your own personal goals and aspirations, as long as those things fit in with your value system. Because let's say you, so this is me. Okay, so say one of my values is generosity. And if I made all the money in the world and I hoarded it to myself, and I didn't create the circumstance where I could then take that money and then disperse it to people who could use it, or could use it to fulfill greater purposes, have an impact, it wouldn't feel internally, I would not feel successful because I wasn't accomplishing something that I was basically created for, something that's of value to me. Instead, I'm just hoarding money. Hoarding money doesn't mean you're successful. According to the dictionary, it does, but according to me, it doesn't. So I am just operating on my own definition of success. And so you can see if which definition feels best to you. But I'm always going to be operating from a place of success is the positive, how did I write it? The positive consequences of reaching the goals and aspirations that fit your value system and your purpose. Okay. So I'm just going to share. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to spell it out a little bit more. So basically, goals and aspirations are those things that are concrete and measurable. So, I aspire to make X amount of dollars per year. I aspire to have this number of followers or this much press if you are into, fame and public relations, or if you are into the wealth and prosperity part of it, then it's the financial success, the the lifestyle that you create, which I guess would be, it's kind of a gray area. Anyway, so goals and aspirations are kind of those measurable things, whereas success is more abstract. It's the positive outcome of meeting those goals as long as they're in alignment with your true self. So what that requires is that you know what values give your life meaning. And every person, this is going to be different for every person. That's why inside of my Crochetpreneur Business Academy, one of the first things we do is walk through what are your top value systems. And it's a pretty complex kind of way that we do that, but it's so important to know what is your value system in the first place, because you're not going to know what feels like success to you until you know what you value and what's life-giving to you. So it's really important, this piece, that's the self-awareness piece of really understanding who you are and how you operate, because success is going to be the feeling of success. Those positive consequences that feel life-giving to you are going to be based on what is your own value system. And then also, do you even know your own aspirations? Are the goals that you're setting and the things that you're aspiring to things that are coming from inside of you? Are they coming from society? Are they coming from your peers? Are they coming from the community? Are they coming from your parents? They could be coming from any number of places that, you're saying, oh, well, my goal is to make $100,000, because then my parents will finally be proud of me and they'll see that I'm actually doing this crochet business thing, right? But if that's not something that you value, if your value system is, I want to have an impact on other people's lives, or I want to give back, or I want to create something that changes the world, right? So whatever it is, however you operate, if you're setting your goals and aspirations based on how other people are expecting you to be, you could reach those goals and you'll still not feel fulfilled. You won't feel successful, and you're going to feel empty rather instead. So we don't want that for you, right? We want you to feel those positive consequences. We want you to feel like you're living out your purpose and that you are kind of elevating your life, the lives of people around you. And yes, you can do that with crochet. So a lot of people say it's just crochet, it's just a hat. But no, it's so much more than that. When you create things with love and you sell things to people who value those things, you're making their life better. So, self-awareness is the key to defining what success will look like for you. So I really encourage you to kind of do some of that inner work to say, like, really, how do I operate? And a lot of people, when they come into the business academy and they do this work, they're like, I've never even asked these questions before. I've never really checked in with myself to say, what about my business feels really good to me, and what can I do more of that will fulfill my purpose for being here. And that might, yeah, I mean, I just think it's really important. So again, self-awareness is the key to defining what success will look like for you. So I'm just going to share a little bit of what that looks like for me. So my top value systems are peace, freedom, kindness, generosity, and security. So these are basically, when I'm experiencing any of these things or putting these things out into the world, I am feeling like I'm operating from my truest self. There are hundreds of value systems that could work for you, for anybody. These happen to be the things that I have identified that this is the core of who I am. Now, my husband, his top value system is humor. That is so low on my value system. Like, but for him, if 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 humor is not involved in anything, in a particular activity or a particular goal that he has, then it doesn't feel good to him. So again, check in with yourself. What are your top goals? So with these things being my goals, when I achieve these things, so I create peace for someone else, or I create freedom. That's why I say my mission is to help women create financial freedom, because it's a very valuable thing to me. And when I help someone else create this thing, I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose. So kindness is just how I'm kind of wired. Seeing other people be kind, or having the opportunity to be kind, makes my heart warm. Generosity is, again, it's both how I was built and how I was raised, that the money that we make and the things that we receive are to be given back into the world in order to create a better world. So generosity is really important to me, but also because of how I'm wired and like super anxious. And then because of my story, some of you know this, that I struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, not all of the things, those things. Because of my own story and my own trauma, security is really important to me. And so having financial freedom creates an opportunity for security. So when I am in a situation where I feel secure financially and also physically in a safe space, and I can use my money to do that, which is why I live on 35 acres in the middle of nowhere, that feels really good to me. So that feels like success to me. Living where we do, being able to live where we do and build a house where we are, that feels like success to me, because it's living out my values and my internal kind of needs. So my goal might be to make $100,000 a year. So that's my goal. But I could take that $100,000 and like totally just blow it and spend it all on frivolous things, and it wouldn't feel good to me. So my goal is to make $100,000 and give at least 10% of that away, preferably more. So success would be the positive consequence of that. So the positive consequences are impact on other people and purpose. And these things align with my value system. So I hope that makes sense. I hope it's not too confusing. In the end, at its most basic, success is the opposite of failure, right? Even some places where they define what is success, it says success is the opposite of failure. And that's really good news, because failure would be either achieving goals that do not align with your values and aspirations, or not achieving goals that do align with your values and aspirations. So it's kind of two parts. You're either achieving the goals that you set, but those goals don't fill you up and they're not life-giving to you, or you do have those life-giving goals, but you're not meeting them. So that's what we would call failure. However, failure can only be declared at the end of the story. So we only know that something is a failure when the story's over and the goals are not met or the negative goals are met, right? So success, however, is always possible until the story's over. And we get to say when the story's over. So is success possible for you? Only you can decide that. The way that you decide that is to say the story is not over. I'm still going to try. I'm still going to work at it. I'm going to gather data. I'm going to set new goals. I'm going to do that internal work that it takes to define my own success and then figure out the action steps that need to go along with that to make my success happen. Does that make sense? So the questions that we need to ask are you willing to define success based on your dreams and goals without allowing comparison or asking what other people are going to think about this to squash your journey? Because as soon as we start comparing or we start saying, well, what are other people going to think? If I say, let's say my value system is, oh gosh, I didn't prepare this ahead of time. So let me just think. Say my value system is community is my value system. And okay, so define your success based on your dreams goal without comparison. Okay, so community is my value system. And I create a business where it's all about me. It's all about me, and everything I do is me. Pay attention to me. Look what I did. I got money. I'm going to do this. And I don't build a community. It's going to feel really bad. Or community is my value system, and I see someone else who has created a community, but I haven't gotten there yet, or their community is bigger than mine. Even you can just do this with someone's Facebook group, saying their Facebook group is bigger than mine. And then you say, well, I did the best that I could, but theirs is still bigger than mine, and therefore I am not a success. Rather than saying, did I build community? Yes. Did I impact lives? Yes. I am a success. Instead, you compare yourself to other people and say that your success isn't enough, or the way that you accomplished your goals isn't enough because someone else has more. So let's not do that. Are you willing to not do that? Are you willing not to compare yourself to other people? Another question is, are you willing to keep working toward your aligned goals and aspirations until you achieve them? This is really important because so many people, they start, they struggle, and they quit. And then they say, I have failed. It's not possible to do this. People don't care about handmade. People don't care about me. I'm not good enough. All of those things, right? So you can't say that if you don't give up. If you don't give up, you haven't failed. You're a success story in the making, which that sounds cliche, but it's how I feel. You're a success story in the making as long as you keep trying. Being stuck? No, I don't like that. Don't be stuck. Keep moving forward. Keep gathering data. Keep trying things. Keep seeing what works. And then you can call yourself a success story in the making. You're not a failure. Are you willing to not let failure be an option? So many people let failure be an option, and that's why they quit. They're not kind of holding on to that tenacious spirit that it takes to be an entrepreneur. So you don't have to do that. You can say, I'm going to figure out what works. I look at something, I create a product. Nobody wants to buy it. Am I marketing it well? Yes. Am I getting it in front of the people I thought would like it? Yes. Are they buying it? No. Okay. That's not a good product for me. I'm going to ditch that. I'm going to come up with a new product. I'm going to do market research. I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to let their dollars speak for them rather than people saying, that's really cute. You should sell that. And then they don't buy it. You don't listen to what people say. You don't listen to pretty words. You listen to people's pocketbooks. And if people's pocketbooks are not opening up for your products, you find a different product to sell, or create a different design, because if they're not giving you money, then they don't value what you're doing. So either find a new target audience who will value what you're doing, or create a product that meets their needs and becomes an irresistible product for them. That's your job as an entrepreneur. Ultimately, you get to decide. You get to decide how long you're going to stick it out. You get to decide how much you actually gather data and make changes and make decisions for your business. You get to decide if you're a success story in the making, or if you're going to be a failure because you're going to give up. And that might sound harsh, but it's not meant to be harsh. It's meant to say you have what it takes. You just have to believe that you have what it takes, and then do the things that it takes to get you where you want to go. So, what is success? Success is the outcome of doing things that feel aligned and that get you towards goals that are aligned with your values. All right. So that's what I believe. So what is crochet business success? That's what it is. Crochet business success is consequences of meeting goals that are aligned with who you are. Is success possible for you? It's up to you. It's totally up to you. What are you willing to do? And what are you not willing to do? It's totally up to you. So I'm here to support you through the process, whatever that looks like for you. I'm here to cheer you on. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to walk with you. I'm here to watch you become the hero of your own story. And I'm really excited to watch that happen. So that's what I have for you today. I'm going to come pop into the comments and see what you have to say about that. Okay, hello, everyone's checking in. Lots of people from Australia today because of our timing. And so Pam, if she's here, had asked if I would do this, kind of have some of my talks at 10 a.m. and some at 6 p.m. like we're having tonight. And I really would like to do that. I would like to come up with some sort of schedule so that we can do that, so that we can meet people from all corners of the world, so that we can connect with people from all corners of the world, and people don't have to feel left out because they live on the opposite side of the world. So compare Schlager. Whoa, that's a Marie Forleo word. I had never heard it, but yeah, don't do that. I've just started a vision board with achievable goals. That's awesome. Okay. Hi, Jamie. Banana Moon, hi there. Okay. Morning from Long Island. Don't let society determine your values. It's so important that you have to determine your values yourself. So often you are just born valuing what you value. And so kind of life will get us to deny those things that we actually value, especially those things that society doesn't value. But so often what the individual values is not the exact same thing as what society values. My husband and I would love to help people adopt just like we were helped, and we'd like to get out of debt. Awesome. Success is always possible until the story is over. Yay! Comparison is the thief of joy. Yes, Pam. Yep. Okay. I'll give you an example of success. I'm going to show this here. An example of success. It took a while to learn how to do a slip knot. Once I connected to the right person that could get through to me, I did it. Yes. Awesome. It's like finding the right target market. Yes. Great. Does anybody have any questions about values, about success, or about how to stick it out? Do I have a new haircut? No, my hair is actually growing out, but I washed my hair today. So, living in a camper, let me get rid of this thing here. Living in a camper has really helped me realize I don't have to wash my hair every day. And so at this point, it's usually like 3 or 4 days between between showers just because water is at a premium. We have to go to town. It takes 2 hours for us to go get water and bring it home. And then we're left with gray water that we have to dispose of. So that's just a pain. I can't wait. Plumbers came today. Okay. I always seem to end these videos with an update on the house. Plumbers came today while I was in town getting a new wildlife guard for the front of my truck and getting a new tire and getting my registration for the truck, which was $1,000, which that's no fun. But anyway, the plumbers came and they roughed in all of our plumbing today, and they're going to finish up tomorrow, and we're going to get that inspected, which feels like a huge step forward. I still don't have a back porch, but which means my roof is not finished. But we made some progress today. My toilets were supposed to be delivered, but they weren't. So tomorrow, my toilets and my tub should be coming. And what else is going on with the house? I'll talk to the electrician today. I used a guy on Fiverr to make our electrical plan. It ended up costing about $150. And he made the entire electrical plan, where all of the lights are going to go, where all the switches are going to go, where all the wiring is going to go. So I can just hand that to my electrician. So Fiverr's amazing. This guy lived in Pakistan, and I just sent him our house plans, and he wrote all of that stuff and created these electrical designs, which is awesome. And that's it. I am working on, I had so many orders over the weekend. I got 15 orders out the door today, and now I have about 5 more. So I think I need to raise my prices again because I need to slow that down. I'm trying to make craft fair inventory, but I don't have any time to make inventory because I'm making products for sales. Anyway, it's crazy. Hi, Marissa. Yay. Hi, Rebecca. Okay. I think I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to have my dinner. It's been a really long day. I left here at 8 a.m. and just got home a little bit ago. And I'm making, for those of you who are vegan, I'm making taco lentils. So lentils and onions fried up with some homemade taco seasoning, and I'm going to make it into a taco salad. With some vegan dressing, and yum. That will be yummy. I set up my business banking account today, and I got through some modules yesterday. Yay, Annette. Awesome. I love hearing that people are going through the modules because I feel like this is for Crochetpreneur Business Academy people. A lot of people buy the course, and then they never do the lessons. And I'm like, it's such a waste. Such a waste of your own finances and also a waste of your opportunities. Go through the modules. Do it. Go through the lessons. When is the next DBA enrollment? Well, how about I just announce it right now when it's going to be? So I don't know what the deal is going to be, but I'm going to have a 1-day flash sale. It's not really going to be a discount. It's going to be regular price, but a 1-day enrollment opening on Black Friday. So if you are not already on the wait list, go to crochetpreneur.com/waitlist to get on the wait list. I will send you all the details about the doors opening on Black Friday so that you can join CBA and start. I think anytime is a good time to start, but something about starting in the fall, even though we might be on the tail end of busy season, it's a great way to lay a foundation to actually start building up your SEO, building up your email list and your product line and all of that stuff during the slow season so that when busy season comes around again, you are all ready for those sales to come in. So now is a great time to join. Black Friday is when I'll be sending out an email. Jamie says, yum, I've mixed lentils and refried bean together and made stuffed taco peppers. Yum. I can't have nightshades right now, so I can't have tomatoes or peppers, but I can't wait until I can. So I'm just doing some gut healing stuff. So doing all of that kind of elimination diet until my gut is all healed, and then I can try nightshades again and see if they don't make my legs swell up. So I have my left leg is is like a health barometer. If I eat something that doesn't agree with me, my leg just swells up, and then I'm like, okay, well, I can't eat that. And so right now, nightshades are that, but I think I'm going to heal that up. Lentil shepherd's pie sounds yummy. Ooh, that's a really good idea because I love shepherd's pie, and I can have mashed potatoes now. I just added potatoes back into my thing. Anyway, Pam calling me out on not finishing the modules. Finish the modules. Do your lessons. I mean, I know I'm always adding content there, but work through what's there because it will help. It will help. I need to work more during off season so it isn't so stressful right now. Yeah. It's one of my goals is to be more organized during the off season so that during busy season it's not so stressful. Crash and burn in January. My typical, what I would do is as soon as December is over, I'm like, I don't want to touch crochet again. I would just like stop taking orders for January, February, and March, even though, you know, you could still be making sales during that time if you're a product seller. And I would just be like, I can't do it. I'm exhausted. Jamie can't do tomatoes either. It's really sad. Tomatoes the only garden vegetable that we had this year. The cows ate all of our other vegetables. Cows. They broke into our garden and ate all of our corn and all of our potatoes and all of the pepper plants, which I can't have anyway. But then we had these tomatoes grow wild out here in our yard. So we had a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes, but I couldn't have them. Kevin had them. All right. You guys, it was fun to hang out tonight. I'm so glad that you're here. Just one more pitch for please like this video so that more people are notified that it exists. And YouTube and Facebook both say, oh, this is good content. People like it. So they let more people see it. And if you would, I would love it if you would subscribe to the Crochetpreneur YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified. My goal, I had talked about this somewhere, that my goal for 2022 is to really minimize my designing and minimize my product sales and like really dive feet first, whole body into Crochetpreneur and really do some really cool things coming up in the coming year. So I'm very excited to plan for the new year. Even Kevin is getting into it. He keeps saying, like, while I'm riding around the tractor, I'm going to think of some great things for your business. So he's into kind of brainstorming some fun ideas, hopefully an in-person event, which would be so awesome. I really, really would love to meet some of you. I would love to meet all of you. As much as I'm an introvert, when I'm with people who are of like mind, people who have similar passions and similar experiences, I just love that. I just, you know, and I think any in-person event that I host is still going to be small. It's not going to be 1,000 people. It's going to be small still, and we'll have small group opportunities. So if you're an introvert and the idea of an in-person event sounds horrifying, I will let you know that I will do everything in my power to make it really feel like a safe space where you can come your introvert self and have a safe place to connect with 2 or 3 other people and not feel like you have to be part of a big, huge group. So, anyway, yeah, I love to hang out. Let's see. Kevin sounds like such a sweet guy. He is, but he's also super, I shouldn't say also. I mean, he is. He's a great guy, and he, like, lets me focus on my business, and he does all of the things like the laundry and the grocery and the cleaning, and that is awesome. But he's also super manly man, and he loves his sports so much that it drives me crazy, but it's fine. Here we are. We're on YouTube. I'm talking about my husband. My husband's amazing. It took me a while to find a good one. Okay. Let's see. Thanks for the info. I'm definitely going to sign up for the Black Friday sale. Yay. Great. Okay, you guys. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go make my dinner. I have some made with a twist stuff I have to get ready tonight for tomorrow. 30 Days of Cozy is almost finished, which I'm kind of glad about. And I can move on to other things. I have a craft fair coming up in December, so I have a lot of inventory to make. Okay, you being an introvert, I am a massive introvert. And I have social anxiety, which just makes the whole thing worse. But being on video is not as bad because there's no one in this room with me. That's a lot of work and planning. Make sure you get yourself some help. I will. I have an assistant, and I would also maybe invite some friends to help out too. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for being here, and hope you have a wonderful night. CBA people, we have our Sip and Stitch tomorrow night on Zoom. I sent you a link today to register. I hope you come. And that's it for today. I will be back next Monday. We're going to be talking about how to provide world-class customer service without kind of throwing yourself under the bus as a business owner. So come back for that next Monday. That will be in the morning. I think we'll do it every other week. How does that sound? We do one week it's 10 a.m., the next week it's 6 p.m., and that way we can get more people. I think that sounds like a good idea. And that way we still have consistency and predictability, but also that variation, which is a great kind of, I think, balance. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I'm really gonna let you go this time. Bye, friends. I'll see you later. Bye.